KTV Originals.
You can nominate one person, a cricketer with whom you have played, and can send him to Xavier's, providing you want to change him. So I give you two options, Sehwag and Shoaib Akhtar. Who do you send to St. Xavier's?
Together. They can come together, it will be full entertainment. So both of them can come to St. Xavier's and they love this institution.
Very, very special friend, brother, Indian icon sitting next to me, and all of you sitting here. This will not be a typical question-answer session. It was a very emotional afternoon, as Saurabh has repeatedly said. But we will also invite questions from the students towards the end. Before that, I will ask him a few questions and then Saurabh will answer. But once again, not as an anchor of the show, but obviously it is such an emotional afternoon, and it's privilege to be sitting here next to him and in the audience as well.
Thank you.
You of course have said, but once again, how does it feel?
As I said at my speech, it feels different, and I've been to many awards, I've got many awards throughout my career. But this is a very special one and a very happy one. A happy one in the sense because this is where I started my life at class 1 and spent 16 years. A lot of satisfying ones, a lot of achieved ones, but this one is a very happy one.
You must have started this very famous story from Bible. The prodigal son returns home. But this is a story of a super successful son returns home.
Yeah, absolutely. He just returns home.
Huge round of applause for him for what he has done with the Kohli.
The word success is not very important this afternoon, but what is very important is returning home. And as I said, as I walked in through the Park Street Gate, it felt very, very different. I came here 15 years ago on the Teachers' Day celebration. I've spent 16 years of my life, but as I walked in and entered the school building, obviously it's got renovated a bit than what it was when I was here. It's got a bit more modern than what it was when I was here, but the feelings have remained the same.
What was your most favorite location in this college?
When I was in school, my mother asked me the same question and I said my classroom. But the fact was that for the football ground right in front. And I played cricket on it, I played more football on that ground. But you know, the most important day and the most important part of the year till I was in class 10 was the sports day of the school. And I don't want to say it myself, there are friends here in this room who studied with me. I was a very good athlete. You know, I used to win a lot of medals and a lot of awards in the relays, the 100 meters, the inter-school relays. I captained St. Xavier's in the inter-school relay. That used to be the last event on the sports day, representing Brito House, captaining Brito House. And that was probably the best time of the year. I played a lot of football, but when the athletics day came in, it was amazing. That Saturday afternoon when all the benches were outside on the field with the students sitting and cheering their classes, cheering their houses. It was fantastic. Representing school in football, I was in Brito House and when we were in 9A, I was in class 9 and we were playing A division. From my class, there were nine football players in the school team. So when we were in class 9 and we used to have this football game right at the end of the season, the winners of class 9 against the winners of class 10. And I remember when we were in 9, and they can vouch for it, we were sitting in front, we beat the class 10s. And when we went to class 10s, we beat the class 9s. We were so good as a football team, and there were 9 of us who were playing in that school team which we won. I still remember that night, that evening, at St. Lawrence ground, the A division, St. Xavier's beating St. Xavier's Don Bosco Liloa in the final at St. Lawrence School. That was the moment of my school career. And, you know, winning that game that evening was absolutely brilliant. So cricket was not that important in school. It was football, and we used to just turn up to play. Classes used to start at 9:30. We used to be here at 8 in the morning playing football, get absolutely drenched in the rain and in the mud, have a quick shower. Half of the day is untidy, back to class. Finish class 3 o'clock, back to the football field, and getting home at 5:30. So it was a remarkable experience.
Having covered you all these years, most of these facts were unknown to me, and I'm sure quite a few distinguished media professionals sitting there, possibly they're also not aware that you were so good in athletics. You said you Peters relay
Every year, and there are friends here, and they'll vouch for it. Every year I used to win the best athlete of the year. 6, 7, 8, 9, till I went to class 9. There was a gentleman called Nikhil. I can't remember his second name. Nikhil, he was not a Bengali. He won it for the first time in those 4 years of being in St. Xavier. 6, 7, 8, 9. He went on to win when I went on to class 10. And I won it every year. They'll vouch for it. Nikhil Nair. So more than cricket, more than anything, the athletics day was a very important part of my life in school.
any misadventures in school? I know the fathers are all sitting here.
Many. I had some teachers who loved me to the core, and I had some teachers who used to get angry with me every day of the school. But that's actually been my life. I don't know whether it's coincidence or whether I generate such opinions. Even when I was playing, after I played, there was one section who thought I could do nothing wrong, and there was the other section who thought I did everything wrong. So in school there was the same. We had a maths teacher, Mr. Hassan, and he was a terror in school. I don't know actually. I hope not. Because Mr. Hassan used to stay in Park Circus and used to teach us in class 6, 7, 8, 9 mathematics. He was a very tough teacher, and he was very tough on us. So I remember him. And on the other hand, I had Mr. Shamajpati, Mr. Anindam Mukherjee. I don't know where he's still. I think he's just retired this year. They used to travel with us when we used to go around and play football. If we needed time off from class to practice, they would go and speak to Father Pushe. They would go and speak to Father Boris that, let these boys go and play football. We have an important match against Don Bosco, St. Lawrence, or all the Jesuit school around St. Thomas's, St. Paul's, and these boys need to practice because we needed to win. It was an amazing time of my life. I did not know a home existed for me till my mother had to call up and say, it's time to come back home. You come back home, you've got an exam tomorrow. It was just school from 8 in the morning till 6 in the evening, till father pushed us out and said, go home and come back tomorrow.
From what one has heard, that you were all along known as a brilliant footballer in school. Today, I came to know that you were captain of the school football team. So how come the sudden change from football to cricket? How did this happen?
It's an accident. I remember I was playing football in school, and it was a summer holiday and the school was closed. We used to come for tuitions in school in the morning at 9 o'clock. Even in summer holidays, Mr. Rosario was there, the maths teacher. He would say, I need a break. I said, no break. You just tell my mom and dad that their tuitions are 9 in the morning. You don't have to be here. We will be here. So that's how it was. And I used to parallelly play both. I remember in the summer vacation, my father one day said that, you're home at a month and a half holiday. You just go and play cricket.
But your parents were never called by the father?
Many times. Many times they were called because of what we did in class 7, 8, 9. Sanat will vouch for it. Many of them are not here. I meet them very often. Rajesh, Navanil, Dhruti. They used to sit next to each other. We had a class 10 board exam where everybody got the same marks and made the same mistakes. And I still remember Mr. Rosario calling us at the end of the school to his class with the teacher of 7A and said, please don't make the same mistakes. So we didn't have anything to say, but we helped each other a lot. There were some brilliant students who were friends. They used to play football, they used to play cricket and help us to do well in the exams. So as I said, those memories, nothing can beat those memories.
You joined St. Xavier's School in the late 70s, around the same time I joined St. Xavier's College. Those were the days of Father Joris. He was just finishing. Father Malika had just come in. And I can tell you that fathers those days did not smile much.
Father Malekal was a terror.
There's one question. Did you see, subsequently, in Break Chapel, did you see a bit of Father Malika?
Father Malekal was better. Because he had the good of the student at heart. He may chase you at 6 in the morning if you're sitting in the canteen. But by the time you finish 10 o'clock, he will walk up to you and say, hope you had a good time those three hours in college. So tomorrow you come on time. And you could see the smile on his face. But Great Chapel never smiled.
Okay. Granted a special privilege by Reverend Father Dominic that you can nominate one person, a cricketer with whom you have played, and can send him to Xavier's, providing you want to change him. So I give you two options, Sehwag and Shoaib Akhtar. Who do you send to St. Xavier's?
Together. They can come together, it will be full entertainment. So both of them can come to St. Xavier's and they love this institution.
How would Shoaib Akhtar behave in front of Father Malika?
That's a very difficult question, I don't know. He would probably taught Father Malekal how to bowl fast. He said, you had enough time as principal, you learn from me how to bowl fast.
On a serious note, people talk a lot about your mental abilities, the ability to handle pressure, to handle the toughest of opposition. How much of St. Xavier's was in you when you took on a Steve Waugh or an Andrew Flintoff?
I think what this college and the school gave you is confidence. Rest, obviously, as you progress in your career, in your professional career, you learn things, you learn to compete. I think because you get such big responsibilities, you need to stand up. Being captain of India or being in important positions, what it teaches you is that you've been given a job to do well and job to do for your country. So I learned a lot. I stood up for myself, I stood up for my players because that was the nature of my job. But what your school and college teaches you is discipline, and the most important thing is how to go through that journey of achieving things. Because you spend so much time, you're studying each day of your life, you are coming back to college, coming back to classes, and you're progressing every year and trying to achieve success. And I think that's what it teaches you. Because all of these young boys and girls who are here, once they finish school, they do different things. Some will be a doctor, some will go to a job, some will be a businessman, some might play sport, and I hope many of you play sport. Some will be into music, so they have different professions and different success levels to achieve. And I think what this institution teaches you over the years is how to achieve success in various aspects of our life. In life, as you grow older, as you do different things, it only get tougher. It doesn't get easier. The more time you spend, the number of years increases, it becomes tougher. So what this institution, as I said, will teach is how to address situations and progress in life. And I have had some fantastic times. School for us never finished at 3 o'clock. I still remember those evenings around 4:35 when you would go out of the school. There's not a soul in the building, just the teachers, the coaches, some of your mates, some of your football players. And the best thing what the school did to you was you never wanted to go home. You never wanted to go home leaving this organization. And I say that same thing to my daughter, to many of my friends' sons and daughters, my cousins who live at home. I say, the biggest impact or the most impact anyone has in your life is the school and college you go. It's more than your parents, it's more than your brothers and sisters, because they actually shape up your character, shape up your careers. And I relished every day of that life. I went to college, I went to achieve greater heights, but these were fantastic moments.
Is it fair to say that Xavier's give you discipline and fighting spirit?
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they give you a lot of discipline, and I give respect to every school, but I have a lot of fondness and attachment to Jesuit schools because they bring you up differently. My daughter went to Loreto School, Bulletin, which is next door. The reason I put my daughter in a Jesuit school because I felt that she'll grow up properly, and I can see a lot of reminiscence of the culture and the teachings in her as she's grown up in her life.
You know, we joined around the same time St. Elias when co-education and when it was introduced. And as become students, we did not like the fact that it was only meant for the science and arts students. Did you ever feel sad that it was not co-education? Honest answer, please. Now you can.
No, I did not because from 8:30 in the morning it was co-education. So by the time you had your breakfast and the commerce and the arts, boys and girls came in, it was co-education. So nothing stopped you from being in the commerce department, not to meet the arts or the science girls. So we did a lot. A lot of my friends were in the canteen, and that's where Father Malek used to chase us out of the canteen and say, go to your classes. Because times were fixed, and I'll be in the canteen at 8:30. You make sure you reach canteen at 8:30. So these are great memories of school. You know, school memories are not just books and teachers, it's also the boys and the girlfriends you made during that period.
You know, in Xavier's, they always played very hard. Speaking of football, now we all know about your famous fights once you became famous. Can you tell us about when you were unknown, the famous fights that you had in school or college trying to win a trophy?
I had many fights. I remember we had gone to Jamshedpur. We had gone to Jamshedpur to play football. We were staying in the Loyola College in Jamshedpur, and we had to play St. Xavier's Chaibasa. And they were coming from the Chaibasa. It's a very tough background, young boys and girls from the Chaibasa area of Bihar. They were very, very tough. I remember we played the football game at the same Loyola ground, and they were just too tough for us, beating us, attacking us. And by the end, the match finished. It was literally brutal boxing fight going on at the end. We lost to them because they were big boys, strong boys. They were the tribals from Bihar. But I remember entering into fights. In college with school teams, football teams.
So did it cause physical injury to you?
No, it won't go to that level because both of us were scared that we would get hurt. But the arguments and the other things will go on.
I mean, also for the audience, this man retired in 2008 November, and today we are sitting in 23 in August. While he retired, if memory serves me right, he was endorsing 18 brands. Today, I think 43 brands. 43 brands this man, even after retiring, 15 years he is retired in Virat. 15 years have gone by, but Ramuri, like old wine, seems to get better and better.
Because I work very hard. That's one thing I do. I work very hard.
Okay, this is the 10th season of Davagiri. So, what does the future like for you? 3 more seasons? Have you thought about it?
I just finished one season at a time because it's a long season. By the time I finish a season, I get very, very tired. But how many of you watch the show here? So all of you. That means I can go on for a few minutes.
Are you good to go? Look at the response. Now, we won't take more than 10-15 minutes. We have kept you down for quite some time. Again, World Cup is almost just 1.5 months away. Who are the favorites?
It's hard to say who are the favorites in sport, but I think the 4 best teams would be Australia, India and Pakistan. I saw the Indian squad announced for the Asia Cup yesterday, and it's a very strong squad. It's the best squad, and I wish them all the best. All the teams have talent when they come at this stage, but it's the one who executes better wins it. And that's the challenge for Rohit Sharma and his team and Rahul. That come the time of the tournament, we need to see a determined, fighting, and fearless Indians.
But this side is coming before we talk about this season, and primarily because 3 left-armers were chosen, and also some players were just walked in. I mean, they did not have any match practice, someone like Rahul or Sreya Iyer. So if you are the chairman of the selection committee, tell me, would you honestly have picked the same team?
See, they have picked 17 for the Asia Cup, and when the World Cup comes, they'll have to pick 15. So they'll have to use 2 players from this side. I think that's the reason they have picked 17, because they want to see what Shreyas Iyer and Rahul does. If they pass the fitness test, they go on to play the World Cup. If they score runs in the Asia Cup and 3 matches against Australia, they go on to play the World Cup. If they don't and they don't pass through, there's enough players to see them play.
What's the exclusion of Jajjavendra Chahal?
It's a tough call. I think he deserves a place in the team, but then at the end of the day, you can only pick 3. You can only pick 3 spinners. You don't need the 4th spinner because you don't play them. And I think India has picked the 3 best spinners. Jadeja is not one of those. Kuljeet has been the best bowler, so he gets picked himself. And I think Akshar Patel has come in as a backup for Jadeja. If he gets injured, it's the same type of a player who bowls their fast spin and bats. I think his batting has taken him ahead of Jajjavendra Chahal. So I think it's a good squad. And if any of them get injured, Chahal can always come out. I think it's unfortunate of Chahal, but I think they've picked the best squad.
While you were the president of Board of Control for Cricket, you convinced Rahul Dravid to take up this coaching assignment because he was very reluctant. And you sort of convinced him eventually. So now that in the last few months, his coaching performance of the team has come under a lot of steam. So do you feel sad that someone we brought in, a player of Dravid's caliber, has to face criticism like that from all quarters?
This is the thing you have to face. If you're captain of the Indian team or the coach of the Indian team or chief minister of a state or the prime minister of the country, you will face criticism because that's what this job means. Because you will take decisions and people follow you. So every time you take decisions, somebody will not like. And that's fine. And with someone like Rahul, who's been around for such a long period of time, I don't think this matters. And as I said, that World Cup will be a new tournament. I wish him all the best. I want his team to play fearless cricket. Not worry about the results because many a time when we go to these big tournaments, we worry about the end results. So I think he has to train them mentally to put that out of the head and just go and play. This is a tremendous side. So much talent, so much ability. It's about execution.